hit and move all day, hit and move first punch. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Simon, former amateur boxer, current amateur boxing coach, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today I am bringing you some children's gloves from Hit and Move, and these are absolutely superb. So these are an exact replica of the full version of gloves that I have reviewed already. I'll put on the screen the card and the score that I gave for these gloves, and these kids gloves are a miniaturized version of those gloves, and they are called First Punch. Now obviously when it comes to kids, they come into the sport, they don't know whether or not they're going to like the sport, and so normally I would recommend to people that come to the gym that they get something a bit similar to sort of this, which is like a PU sort of very cheap glove in a small size, just so that they can get used to boxing and whether or not they like it. I also recommend RDX. RDX have a great range of small, low cost 4 ounce, 6 ounce, 8 ounce boxing gloves, and that, if anyone comes to the gym and asks me, if a parent says to me, what should I get for my child, that is where I put them towards. Now, if a child is absolutely really into boxing, loves boxing, training like a professional, as you see many of these youngsters now on Instagram, then I would say they've got to have some proper equipment, and it's no good putting them in 10 ounce or 12 ounce gloves. Their hands are too small, and that is where these gloves come in. Website, it does say that these are 4 ounce, and also it says that for 4 ounce from 2 years old to 7 years old. It also says 6 ounce because they do these in 6 ounce. It also says that they come 9 to 15. I think that 15-year-olds are not going to fit in 6 ounce gloves. So what I would say is really anything under 11, unless the child has got massive hands, anything under 11, you're looking at sort of the lower ounce gloves. As I say, 4 ounce, 6 ounce, 8 ounce gloves. And then what happens is the hands are actually not sort of swimming around in a massive glove. They are fitted correctly to the size of these gloves. Now, as you can see, these look superb in the white, blue and the red, exactly the same as the adult version. These, of course, are Velcro, like so. Absolutely great. I would have loved a pair of these when I was a kid. I really would. And as I say, they are for serious child boxers, not for your boxers that are just thinking, your kids that are just thinking about boxing, because let's be honest, people do lots of different things when they're a child. You know, one minute they're doing karate, the next minute they're doing boxing, the next minute they're drawing, the next minute they're painting, and so what you don't want to do is spend a lot of money on equipment if the child is not committed. If your child is really committed, then this is the sort of glove that I would recommend. These are designed in the USA, and there is a little badge on there as well for that there. Now the price of them is 120 English pounds. That is 159 US dollars. And that is why I keep on saying that these are for serious child boxers. These are not a toy. Many gloves that you see for children are in fact nothing much better than a toy, especially the really cheap ones. You know, you can pick up like ones for like £10 and they got hardly any padding in. They're really badly made. I always recommend to go that step above that, where it's 20, 30, £40 on a nice pair of synthetic RDX. But as you go higher, of course, you can get a leather proper boxing glove like this, and I would say that this would protect their hands much more and really just show the commitment, because at the end of the day these will last for years and they will grow as the children grow. They will grow with them, so they can sort of train. So if somebody starts training in these when they're say 6, then they would get a good few years out of this before they'd have to get a bigger size, okay, because hands don't suddenly like rocket in terms of size. There you can see you've got the premium grained leather, you've got the same DRT compression padding that is in there as well, you've got a compact design in terms of the punch, fist and how it is. You've got inside the same lining as the adults as well. That is the all-day moisture wicking technology in there. And as I say, I really love what they've done. I think Hit and Move have catered for a section of young boxers that at the minute are having to do with inferior gear in terms of the level of training and commitment that they're putting in is not matched by those 10, 20, 30, 40 pound children's gloves. These, for me, they'll be an investment. They'll be absolutely great if you've got brothers and sisters that you could hand them down, and so you get even more use out of a pair of gloves like this. But I tell you what, really impressed with them. I have to say, these are the best children's boxing gloves that I have ever seen. In this video I have included some footage of a little girl, who's a very talented little girl at our boxing gym, and she's been wearing these and she loved them, and I will give these to her after this review because she'll get a load of use out of them and I'll be able to see the durability of these over time. But I tell you, you know, the big ones, the adult version, their durability is superb, and so will these be as well. So one last look around these gloves. You've got, look at that, you've got the beautiful blue on the front, you've got the air holes, you've got the grip bar, you've got the elastic at the front there to stop the gape, you've got the lining, you've got the same padding, you've got the thumb, comfortable thumb, you've got that first punch. I tell you what, I'm just blown away by them. I think that they are superb. Have a look on the website. You can get them in 4 ounce and 6 ounce, and obviously you'd have to make sure that you're getting the right size. So if you're getting in contact with Hit and Move, make sure that they get the right size for your child when it comes to these. But I tell you what, if my child was in the gym with these, I tell you what, there'd be a lot of envious other children out there, because I don't think that there's another company out there that is doing such a high standard of children's glove. Now, some people will say, well, £120 is a lot of money for a children's glove, and I totally agree. That is why, all the way through this video, I am saying to you, this is not for, little Johnny who's decided yesterday he wants to do boxing, turns up at the boxing gym and does a couple of sessions and then changes his mind because he wants to do karate. It's not for that child. This is for your child who has done many, many sessions, who is really committed to the sport. You can see the children that are like that, the ones that are already looking at sort of competing, already looking and thinking to themselves, I want to be a professional boxer. And what a way to start their boxing career, but with these First Punch children's boxing gloves from Hit and Move, and new children's boxing glove champion from Fit to Box. I have to say, I absolutely love them. I keep saying about Hit and Move because I feel that they are really thinking about not only their adult customers, but they are now thinking about their children customers as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.